Let us now welcome Mr. Diptiman Chattopadhyay, Director at Biswanand Infra Projects. Mr. Chattopadhyay is Head Program Management of McPRoV by McNally Bharat Engineering Company Limited. Purahsara Strategist, Dhanu, Aspecto AI Operations Lead and Process Development Leader. He is responsible for development of supply mentor network and candidate experience. Mr. Chattopadhyay is also serving EdTech industry in bridging gap between industry and academic. Mr. Diptiman will talk on importance of quality construction for long-term impact on highways and bridges. So let's welcome Mr. Chattopadhyay.
So just I want to ask the respected delegates or Professor Khanna, sir, do we civil engineers get proper regards from the government agencies?
I think the way the civil engineers have created the latest infrastructure in the country, I think three cheers to them for creating such kind of a thing in record times. So I think there is a full appreciation to the civil engineers.
Sir, I agree on your points. But on current date, if we are presenting or proposing something to the clients or the departments for any sorts of research and developments or to try out new technologies, do we get that sort of encouragement or appreciation from them? Or do they just take another whatever it is you do according to our needs, sir?
So please don't mix two things. Today, you see, in today's time in IITs or in universities,
Yeah.
you have so many resources to get money from different places. You get help and other kind of things. You imagine some of our 20-year senior civil engineers, they have worked totally from the books and come out to that level and still they are doing work. So please
Right, sir.
don't mix these two things. See, what I am going to do and what I have achieved. Ultimately, I
Right,
can
sir.
tell you as a IIT professor,
Yes, sir.
whosoever teaches you,
Hmm.
ultimately what you have understood and how you are applying it, that matters the most. So
Right, sir.
in today's time, I think your own inner depth to which you go in acquiring something, in understanding something, that is much more than what somebody else teaches you. So
I
please,
agree. Yes, sir. Right now, sir, whatever the constructions are coming up or made in highway, bridges, or any of the structures, sir. So, after all, this is a government asset. This is not the private asset. So, apart from that, models like BOT, DBFOT, PPP, which comes up as a hybrid model as well as the privatized model. But what
yeah.
happens or what is going to happen right now, the quality of the construction is entirely getting deteriorated compared to the previous one, which we used to see in the time of year around 2003, 5, 7 something. So in current days, the economical based designs, the non-quality materials without a proper MTCs and all, these are just degrading the government assets. Whereas in coming future, what is happening is something like that, wherever any of the structure whose life should be around 50 years, which is coming up to 15 years or 20 years. So the EPC contractor or maybe anyone, they're charging or they are taking the tender for some sort of times. So they cannot fulfill on these things. Whereas I feel that government should or the department should have a close look on that, because once they're appointing any of the contractors or any of the consultants, so they cannot provide a proper appointed date with the proper land clearance and all, which is not only what to say, delaying the accessibility of the national assets, but it is delaying the human lifestyle as well. Why? Because we are executing some of the projects there at India-China borders. So where the project has been started in the year 2021, so still we couldn't acquire the proper land due to the forest clearance and all. So we couldn't get proper support from the National Highway Development as well, and due to which there are cost overrun. But we don't get, or the EPC contractor doesn't get the cost overrun, just we get the time overrun. And for which what is in near future, what is happening is that as the prices are getting escalated, and also as per the EPC contract, there is no provision for price escalation, rather the time overrun. So whereas
Yeah, just,
automatically,
just to cut, just a minute. See, this story will is unending.
yes, sir.
Somebody doesn't give you any kind of a thing. But you see, in this 10 years, roads, I
Hmm.
have given you all the example,
Right, sir.
metros,
Right, sir.
you talk about Atal Tunnel, you talk about this double decker in thing in Nagpur, and now from New Bombay to so in all these so-called present time, you are still getting the best structures. So see, these problems will be there. You don't talk about China border. I can say even in Bombay, if you have to make a special project, and if you don't have proper contact and proper environment, you will be stalled for another 5 years or 10 years. So
Right, sir.
so please, that environment, that is a separate issue. We can have a separate seminar onto that. What are the actual problems into that?
No,
So,
but sir, compared to that,
what we are talking today is that, are we achieving the sustainable structure, a structure for future people, structure for our future generation? Is it enough? It is good, and challenges for that. I think we should concentrate on that first, and then we can just talk about what are the limitations.
sir, on our points, as you people are very much experienced, I'm a very new to this industry. So, sir, coming up to what to say on the quality part, maximum of the even we have executed the project there in plains also in West Bengal, sir. Again, the quality of the construction in what to say in accordance to the progress, they're pushing about the progress, but they doesn't pushes about the quality, sir. This is what is affecting the national asset itself, because what happens is that just to get the COD, they just push off the project, and to achieve the COD, and after that they go for the maintenance and maintenance. But what happens in a highway, there are 6 layers, they don't give a proper compaction on the base layers and all. So this is after all affecting the quality on long term basis. And even the next generation, the generation like us who are in age of 28, 29, we are not learning how to do quality. Just we are focusing on the progress by avoiding the quality measures. Even what to say, in learning that doing the DLC, it is minimum. It takes around to keep and then to go ahead for DLC, sir. And
See,
apart from that, the low quality workmanship, which is affecting the quality a lot.
sir, I just want to stop you from that point. You see, today in
Hmm,
Mumbai, and now it has, even Hirandani has gone to many other states.
hmm,
The construction, I am living in a Hirandani flat for last 23 years. We have
okay,
done our first whitewashing on the building after 23 years.
right,
So
sir.
even today, people are making quality. See, now today you see in Calcutta or in West Bengal, what kind of structure is there, what kind of corruption is there, that is
Hmm,
going to affect your all these things.
exactly, sir.
So
Exactly,
that is,
exactly.
but today, if you are a good builder, like you
Hmm,
see, tunnel which has been made in these 5 to 10 years,
yeah,
with all those problems which you are mentioning,
right, sir.
is working very nicely.
Right,
So what I'm trying to say is that, as till your existence, all these
right,
problems, lower or higher, will always be there. But we have to forego that and try to see how much less we can be affected by that and make a good infrastructure. That should be your aim. So please
right.
continue your lecture.
Yes, sir. And second is coming up on the workmanship, sir. Right now in India, there's a huge shortage of skilled workmen, which even the companies like Larsen Tubros are also facing. But again, sir, when the EPC contractor on that ground take care of all these things with the EPC contractors for the timely payments, and also that this creates a proper environment and a proper cycle to execute the work. So as per concern to the quality and all, if the payments and all are not made on time to the subcontractors or the vendors, these also affects the quality, sir. So these are few of the points which needs to be taken care. And apart from that, yes, the progress is must within the given time. But according to progress, we should focus on quality for a long-term benefit of our national assets. Because once the what to say, any of the construction or any of the project is completed, and after that, spending much on maintenance is something different. Rather, doing initial quality, which gives a long-term benefit, as well as it creates what to say, hassle-free environment. Because once suppose a road is made or a project is completed, and after that, for the maintenance and all, we have to divert the traffic. The local people or the commuters have to face such problems, which you have also mentioned. So this creates hassles in the regular life cycle as well. So initial construction, if according to the what to say, on time of construction, if the quality things have been done, so this creates a better impact in a later stage.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
this needs to be taken care by department as well, to push the jobs in proper way. Because yes, as you mentioned, the corruption is one of the prime things into this industry. So we couldn't take up these names and all into the public media or public figure, whatever it might be. But again, these are the things which affects the execution of the projects a lot.
Good. Yes.
So these are few of the points, and apart from that, these are the only things which we should focus of. And even I think the transport minister, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, also takes care of these things properly, because he's a man who is very dynamic towards completion of the project. But again, these things has to be taken care just for the sake of nation. And second is that maximum of the contractors bids below rates. So again, on some cases, they have to compromise on quality. So these things needs to be. And one more point is that the DPR consultants, while creating the DPR, they doesn't, or they don't go on site properly. They just get it done on either on videographic basis, or this one on what to say, reference checks and all. So without going to the proper site and without getting the proper data, the department floats tender, which is again one of the major faults from the department as well, in the rural areas where they need to do the connectivity constructions and all.
Thank you, Mr. Chattopadhyay, for your insights on importance of quality construction for long-term impact on highways and bridges.